We have to obey God. God says to what? Keep my Sabbath.
That's right.
Keep my Sabbath holy.
Right.
So find a way to keep the Sabbath holy. Don't make no excuse. Because we hear it all the time. Why my job saying I can't? Damn, the hell with that job. Listen, because I heard the question, what happened if they say I have to work on the Sabbath? Right? Listen, what y'all gotta understand is that we are in captivity. Right? So your jobs will say, hey, you need to work on Saturdays.
That's it.
Now, are we telling you to lose your job? No, right? But here's the thing. Give me Luke 1 verse 74.
Bring it out. Bring
Because
it
what you have
out.
to understand is we are in captivity, but you still have to keep the commandments of God.
Right.
God says to keep my Sabbath, right? So now what you have to do is you have to work towards getting that day off.
Right.
Whether what? Either talk to your boss and say, hey, look, I have to have this day off because this is my religion, my belief,
Right.
that I have to have the Sabbath off. Find a new job.
That's right.
Keep the commandments of God.
Right.
Luke chapter 1 and verse 74.
Bring it out.
That he would grant unto us that we being delivered, out of the hand of our enemies.
Because listen, we are, because you believe, right, Christ is going to return and what? Save us, to deliver us from the hand of our enemies. Enemies, not friends, read.
Might serve him.
What?
Might serve him
So we can serve God.
Right.
Read.
without fear.
Without what?
Without fear.
Damn, if I keep the Sabbath, I'm going to lose my job.
Hey.
If I keep the new moon, there's a possibility that I won't be able to get the new moon off. If so, I might lose my job.
Hey.
We won't have to serve God with fear. Why? Because He's going to deliver us from the hand of our enemies.
That's right.
Sisters, there's no excuse.
Wake them up.
If your job won't respect you enough to able to get you the Sabbath off, you got to find a new job.
Hey.
Because who comes first? Give me Acts 5:29. Who comes first, man or God? God comes first.
That's right.
We have to have that mindset that God comes first. You understand? And then once you've proven that you want to serve God, God will open up doors for you, sister.
Right. That's right.
God's going to make sure you get that job to have the Sabbath
That's
off.
right.
You understand? Read.
Acts chapter 5 verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God. We ought to obey God rather than men.
We have to obey God. God says to what? Keep my Sabbath.
That's right.
Keep my Sabbath holy.
Right.
So find a way to keep the Sabbath holy. Don't make no excuse. Because we hear it all the time. Why my job saying I can't? Damn, the hell with that job.
Right.
That job is going to burn up when Christ returns.
That's right.
And guess what? If you don't keep the Sabbath, you're going to burn up right with the job.
That's right.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community.